Oh my God, the haters are gonna freak the fuck out today. Woohoo! Previously on Kimba TV. We have a pixel perfect long from here, and I have a pixel top short. If you've been following along, we did both of them pretty much live. I bet the short gets stopped out though. So the chances of it holding at golden pocket are lower, right? So if you do want to take a short, you would probably want to wait there, but this long, I think, this is my prized baby right now. Oh God, Lord have mercy. You know your boy got Pico top. You know your boy got Pico top. Oh, I ain't even going front. Boy! Sometimes I'm just like, should I even show this? Like, it almost seems like I'm just like cheating or making this up. Let's get nasty! Hee hee. Let me get caught up on chat. Bugatti, 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 Bugatti. Let me go grab my food real quick. Maybe we'll TP the whole thing and get into a long today. Bugatti, 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 Bugatti. Quant says, geez, that entry on point. Come on, baby. You know what's even crazier is I had these orders in from yesterday, last night. And as always, it's just an execution of all the shit that we're learning. So who noticed a poor high? Who knew this shit was gonna get swept? Poor high, poor high. But look, single print. You guys remember this? You guys remember this day? And we were like, yeah, that's gonna get grabbed at some point. Bitch, bitch. And then to point of control sweep. Point of control sweep. Bugatti. Bugatti. Single print and sweep done. I mean, all this shit was nice. Look at that pixel perfect golden pog. Remember when we were seeing this together? Bugatti. Mota says, where's your TP? Let's do some TA. Let's get some TA done, y'all. I would say it's actually doing everything that I want it to do. A little bit of bounce. Come back. Probably something like this. It's gonna do something like this probably. Ah! Oh! All right, I gotta go grab food because baby girl is making me some food. I got coffee coming up. Let's do the damn thing. We got plenty of time, y'all. We got plenty of time. I'm probably gonna TP at like 27.6, 27.7, something like that. It'll pump and hit resistance, come back probably, something like that, I hope. Okay, Mr. Turtle, Coca, Vig's in the house, Joker, yo, Deadly, Mintus, Sexy Cutie, Tough Gnome, Daniel DMP, CKG, Bjorn, Motas, TS, Terra. Yeah, see what I'm saying? So hopefully it gets shit on here. So bounce, and then go back lower low, hopefully. We'll see. Everybody, we're all looking at the same shit. Everybody Gucci Magooch. So that's the sweep on the bottom side, okay? So we talked about that getting swept. Okay, hey, first off, did I save anybody when I was really bullish on Friday and Saturday? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, and so, you know, our plan was we're not gonna short until, you know, 28.2, 28.3 sweep, right? So 28.2 sweep happened. It made poor highs. You know your boy loves those. So you got poor highs, you've got sweep confluence, and you've got the Fibonacci confluence. Dali, we're about to break the 5 million for the year barrier, boys. If this hits 27.6, is we're looking at like a 200,000, but I'm gonna TP a little bit before, so like a 180, quick little 180 on the day. But ladies and gentlemen, don't worry about trying to chase a long or trying to chase a short. I try to tell y'all, you just have to be able to understand the market. The money will follow itself. So there's really two big things that are kind of like really unarguable. It's that Friday, Saturday, it was starting to get really bullish, right? So if you were in a short, you were really trying to maximize profits, maybe trying to get into a long if you were like really, really bullish if you weren't in a long already. And then yesterday and this morning, being able to identify the poor highs so you know that it was going to sweep again when the markets opened. That's it. If you didn't take a short, not that big of a deal. If you're still in a long, not that big of a deal. But those two things that I just mentioned are pretty unarguable. So that's it. Youth says, do you look at gammas today? Kind of, but did you see how I gave you guys free gammas? Did you guys see how I gave y'all free gammas? Now I have the S&P NASDAQ live bookmap up and running, y'all. Y'all got free gammas now. You like that? I got bookmap S&P futures on the left, NASDAQ futures right here, whale option flow on the right. You got gammas updating every 30 minutes. Woo! I've been coming up with some content for the streamathon that's coming up. And I'm going to show you guys in like 30 minutes how to read the gammas. Like, do you know what the probability is? Is it going to go away from that big gamma or towards it? In 30 minutes, I can tell you exactly what the highest probability move is every single time. I'm going to save that for the streamathon. Where will you be your next short attempt? There is no more, brother. Bit happy, there is no more. I might go long. Can you tell that the higher probability move is that it still continues upwards? As of right now, based off of what we're seeing, can you tell that the higher probability move is that it's going to continue moving upwards? I'm talking about the 32K level or 30K level. Oh, yeah, it's still hard to tell. Probably like 29s. Bit happy. If you remember, Bit happy, do you remember last month when we said, actually it was in August, we said by the end of September, this bitch needs to reclaim 29 or 30 for it to be bullish. Do you remember that? That's what we said at the last day of August. I said, yup, okay, cool. So the 29.30 is the zone that you would have to reclaim for it to be bullish again. So the bearish retest would be that zone. So like, I think, like if I get into a 27.6 long, I'm probably going to ride that bitch to the 29s. But let's just take it level by level. Okay, Bit happy. It's all about probabilities. You've been here long enough. Most of the time, since I only lean towards the high probability stuff, we get what we're looking for, but once in a while we get fucked too. And not fucked, but it doesn't go our way, right? We get stopped out, take a little bit of a small L. So the easiest long, for example, Bit happy, would not be to blindly knife catch, but to identify a range, let it claim the range, and then take it, back up. So, but yeah, I know, just curious about what you're expecting. Yeah, so I don't think it's going to go to 31, 32. Maybe we see a 30, but as of right now, based off of what I'm being able to see, the higher probability is that it's got more room to go up. So, with that in my mind, I probably need to think about maximizing profits on the short. So that 27.6, 27.7 looks really interesting. So for now, I'm going to focus on maximizing profits, and then we can, depending on the reaction down there and S&P Confluence, we can think about longing it. And that guy probably, I would TP above 29, but I would be really surprised if we hit 31, 32. I doubt we hit 30s. Patolion says how it was possible to take 2A572. What told you, Kimba, about that? Well, what you probably want to do is you could go back as far as maybe a month ago, okay, when we talked about this. Okay, so first things first, brother, is we talked about this sweep was the short to take, and then you also had a single print at 335. And if you rewind the stream, I already went over all this, so you can type an exclamation rewind and hear the more thorough output. But the single print from 28,335 was here. And we actually talked about that when it did that here on this day and when it also did this. So we said that single print is going to come back and is going to get grabbed. That was this month. Look at that. August 29th, we talked about that single print getting grabbed. Okay. And even last week, I said, if I get stopped out on my Pico top short, I'm not shorting until the 28.2, 28.3. So this is something that this level is something that we've already been talking about. Okie dokie. Now, basically, go ahead and plan to short this level, all right? Single print, and you've got sweeps, all right? Now, you need to look for an edge, okay? Last week, all we talked about were poor highs, okay? I could literally tell you guys on stream, hey, it's going to get swept. Watch. And it got swept. That's how we got the original short. Okay, so hopefully if you nerded out and did your homework, these were all poor highs. Okay, so you know that at some point, these are all going to get swept. On top of that, historically speaking, anytime you have a sweep during Macaulay Culkin hour or the longer version of that, Macaulay Culkin weekend, when traditional markets aren't giving you confluence, those are usually fake. So if you sweep during the weekend or sweep during Macaulay, chances are it's going to sweep again when traditional markets come back. So you've got poor highs and historical pattern recognition that it's probably going to sweep again. Okay, well, if it's going to sweep again, if it's going to make a higher high, where would be the next logical level of resistance? This is a level, a point of control that we've had for almost 5 weeks when we did the levels video. Okay, and then on top of that, take the range, swing high, swing low. Okay, pixel fuck it. Look at that. How many times have we been talking about that? And you know what's crazy? Let me show you. Look at this. This is probably even more brag worthy, I feel like. Look at that. I just look at how confident I was. Look at when I put them in. I said 28555, 28590. I put in 2 limits for 100 and went to sleep. I said Bugatti boys. Look at that. I'm not overcomplicating it, y'all. So hopefully that answers your question, okay? But that's why we always talk about and plan the way we do. So we already talked about how if I get stopped out on that short, I'm not shorting again until the 28.2 sweep, right? We identify that level, okay? Once the level is approached, we look at the price action. And immediately it's making poor highs. So that bitch is going to get swept, okay? If it's going to get swept, what would be the next logical levels of resistance? You have point of control confluencing with 75786. We love that box. Okay, that was the box that I had here to also try to get us into a long. 75786. If you've been noticing, that's been the new Kimba box kind of. All right, Raggy says, what is blue dash line and orange dash line? Blue is point of control, volume-based levels. Orange is time-based, so it's a daily, weekly, or a monthly. Okay, and again, these were levels that, it was the Oppenheimer episode. Where's this one? August 7th, Kimbaheimer, father of new levels. This is the one where we pulled out. You can see me adding in all the levels. We added, ooh, this was another juicer. We were up 150K this day. Oh, nice, nice, nice. But yeah, look at all these levels that we're throwing in. Monday Night Football and wings. Bugatti. Ah, Bugatti, Bugatti, Bugatti. God, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Boop, 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 boop. Let's go. Bugatti. Come on. Toilet paper time. Toilet paper time. Toilet paper. Should I go long on this bitch? God damn, that was quick. Bugatti, math. Yeah. I need the blood to rush back into my brain so I can think because it's in a different part of my body right now. What? All right, okay. Hold on. Come on now. Come on now. Okay, just a little bit closer. Babe, I gotta watch this. Come a little bit closer. Come on, man. It pixeled my TP. Nuh-uh. Come back. How we doing, though? Math is the math. Wants to do like a goofy-ass bearish retest? Goofy ass. It swept, though, y'all. Bugatti. All right, TP live and Phil live, maybe. Or Liquidation live. We never know. I can't see chat right now. Hold your thoughts. And when I say thoughts, I'm talking about THOTS. Come on, math. Show me. Oh, did my greedy ass betray myself? No. The math is the math, though, y'all. Come on. Just a little bit closer. Hey, can y'all stop longing for a second? Just stop longing for just a second. Just stop smashing that mark. Is Sato shorting or longing? Lions, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. This is what the fuck we talking about. Quit playing with me. But you know what? I should shut up because you're about to see me take like an 80K loss if the long doesn't work. It's all good though, baby. You know, it's for science. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I'm being greedy here because I really think it's gonna go lower. I'll tolerate a bearish retest, but that's about it. Kekia, I'm just going for the math though. My long should start with a 5 in my opinion. Come on! Babcock, some say, Chef Boy, do you boo-boo. Teosoti, Yunmiro, McEllum. And honestly, like, it really doesn't matter. If you're already in the long, that's fucking awesome. If you TP'd your short already, that's fucking awesome. But look at this. Where did it go to? Oh, shit, look at this volatility. I gotta look at the S&P thing. Macaulay's gonna help me. Macaulay gonna save me. How many of y'all gonna be stubborn as fuck and wait for the single print down there, huh? How many of y'all waiting for the single print down there? Oh, I don't think it's gonna go down that low, y'all. You do? Okay. There's nothing wrong with it, though. You know what I'm saying? I love that we can all kind of like talk about it, you know, because we're all seeing the same shit and we all kind of understand, right? I mean, I would assume that you're not gonna just wait with all of your limits down there, right? And it's the whole concept of that is you just don't want to get stopped out there. Let's see what happens, yeah? You gotta love this shit. Whether you're already in a long, you have a long from way before, you have a Gucci ass short. I don't give a shit. I'm rooting for all of you guys. Woo! Let's fucking go, baby. Charmin. TP for my what? TP for my what? TP for my what, bunghole? TP for my what? TP for my what? So look, what I have to do now, okay, is if it reclaims this, I have to close the rest of my short. Most likely. The only thing is maybe you have another sweep at Macaulay. Because like I said, in my opinion, the long really should have started with a 5. But do you believe? Ain't no surprise. So look, now, better than earlier. Now if you told me that you took that long, I would be like, I salute you. You got a 5-minute bull div. It went math, okay? The only thing that you have to now be defensively anticipating is a sweep of that level. But that now looks way better than earlier. Does that make sense? Bull div, like everything. But I still got a little bit left. But the math is the math, okay? In my opinion, I think it sweeps. But look at that. And if you did already get in, then you can try to put it at break even or something. I still have a little, like I said, I think the long entry should start with a 5, but at this point, like there's no arguing that the long is bad. Nathan says, was thinking October fake out, but you're probably right, Bugatti. Well, I mean, I'm just looking at the data. There's a whole motherfucking shit ton of shorts. Why? I don't think we would go back down before stopping all those fuckers out too, Nathan. So it's anticipating the levels, but at the end of the day, the data is going to tell you. You can kind of guess, right? You're never going to know 100%, but you can see that there's a lot of early shorts again. So that's not that great for me. So like my thought process would go like this. Looking at the data, there's probably room to go even higher. Okay. So I would be looking at the most bullish scenario and maybe second grade bullish level. So for me, bouncing somewhere in like the 500s or the 600s, and maybe I need to watch the golden pocket bounce from here. Maybe I already missed my long, but we already kind of talked about it, right? 600, 700, 500. That's an interesting zone where if bulls were really going to be bullish, that's where they would bounce it from. Bull Trait says, what do you think about a bullish retest off the breakout of the 5th grade trend line, 26.8 area? No, once it gets that low, your bullish momentum is gone. Like 27.2 is maybe the last place where you could go to and still make an argument about it continuing bullish movement. So not financial advice, okay, but this is the way that I would look at it. Just when you zoom out and you look at the overall, okay, maybe on the 4 hour or the 6 hour, there's a higher probability you can still make higher highs. So since I'm in a short, I'm trying to maximize profits and not be too home runny with it. Okay, the first level where bulls could try to bounce from is this 600, 500 zone, right? So if you've been here since the morning, you're pretty familiar with that level, right? 27.7, 27.6, that was the TP. So we got half of it, and I just have one more big one with 99.9999. But, and so you can kind of see if it's I think it's kind of like a poor low. It doesn't have to grab it right now, but I would love for a low, like a sweep of the low. Yeah, but if you're in a long from 27, anything below 27.7, in my opinion, is a good long entry. So if you have like a 27.650, 27.680, that's awesome. Basically where I was TPing the short, right? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give it up for the math? Can we give it up for the math? Ladies and gentlemen, can we give it up for the math? I'm outside smoking, and we doing the damn thing. I don't know if it's gonna hold though. Okay, I'll be right back. I just wanted to show you guys. We're all about transparency. Okay, we have the stop loss. We know where the single print is. Okay, everybody just stay safe. I'll be right back. Yo, what the fuck, Bugatti? Okay, you guys can see it, I'm fulfilled. I swear to fuck. Hey, shout outs to TradingView mobile app. Thanks for the fucking alert. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we are fulfilled. What does the open interest look like? We Gucci Magooch? I am a greedy motherfucker. I should have waited for the you know what. The single print. Okay. Hey, Lions, if you're waiting behind the single print, you are good. I didn't want to wait for the single print. Okay. But so far, everything is Gucci Magooch. But I mean, you guys remember what we talked about? That single print is the last place where you could possibly long from Bugatti. I grabbed it. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna move my stop loss to lower low now because it was actually lower, right, for the single print. Well, pretty cool, right? I mean, who needs the VIP stream? But when you are watching VIP, that's exactly what it would be like. Well, I'm fulfilled. Average is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, for me, anything under 550, I'll take it. So. All right. Let me pay this out. I'm going to start sipping on the pre-workout. Ooh, exciting. Let's see if we get stopped out while we do our leg workout. Karen, death by crit. I have the 273. Yeah. Look, motherfucker. Okay. Sometimes you get the single print. Sometimes you don't. Okay. Because look, how many times did I wait for the single print and I got left at the train station? So I had to gamble. How many of you motherfuckers waited for the single print? Because that is so good. Yeah, but I told y'all that I wasn't going to wait for it. So now look at the single print to the upside. So we'll see. I should be able to put my stop loss and break even if we can get above 600. So if we go back up, I can, start to probably put, maybe I can minimize at least my losses, right? 7.5 as well. Should have just waited for the 7.5 single print, but that's okay. Next time. I just really didn't want to miss it. My stop loss is right there, but if we go grab the single prints to do like some sort of bearish retest, I'm going to move my stop loss to break even. Makes sense, right? Same thing as always. Oh, but there we go. We got all of our TP on the short. Hopefully we don't piss away like 70 of it, but we're playing with profits. So if we get stopped out on this, then we lose like I think 70 or whatever it is. Oh, what a day, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Well, we already talked about this before, but losing that single print level would really not be great for longs. So you're kind of at like the last area where you could try to flip it back around, ladies and gentlemen. Shame on me for not waiting, but that's okay. That's okay. You see, we're all learning. You see it, Bugatti. Okay, can I close this? I'm gonna close the 0.001. Is that cool? And then before I dip, so we can kind of maximize the pixel real estate for the charts. Okay, I'm gonna flash close this. All right, 10 cents left. 191, 665. Gucci Magooch. 191, 665. Gucci Magooch. Yes. Hey, Bugatti, 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 Bugatti. Yeah. All right. So that's that. We'll focus on this one. And so, yeah, I mean, I could even maybe move it to like a lower low or something. It's either going to go or not, right, at this point. So it's deviated so far off. Like, this is what we were talking about. It can bounce from here, but holy fuck. I'm like, oh, shit. And of course they do it when I'm trying to go get ready for leg day, motherfucker. Didn't they do it like to the second when I left? Anyways, on to the next one, ladies and gentlemen. On to the next one. Hopefully we don't get stopped out, but hey, we're not trying to predict the future, okay? And you know what's really cool? Okay, like we say, the execution is always room for improvement, okay? Shame on me, I should have been waiting for that single print. Motherfucker. So anyways, it's got to tuck back in, 15, 30-minute candle body structure rule. Once it tries to go to that single print, so you've got a little bit of confluence here, right? So you've got single print at 27.6, and you've got the golden pocket at 27.6. So obviously, seeing this bounce is not that big of a deal. It's not bullish by any means. I need to get above this thang, right? Turn that bitch into support, but ultimately I need to flip this guy, this right here. And then we're probably going to go see 29.4. Okay? And then obviously I need to be paying attention. I'm gonna try my best. Okay, I'm gonna be squatting and I'm gonna have 225 on the front squat and then I'm gonna have 315 on the back and then I'm gonna be thinking about pumping the price up. That's actually a kind of a good drawing. I don't know about you guys. But goddamn, 6 Sierra. And the fact that it kind of melted through 27.6, 27.5, that's kind of not cool, you know? Yeah, so if it goes up to that 27.6 and it just turns it into like, it's a bearish retest, oh man, probably no go, right? Because just imagine if these were like 5-minute candles. Just imagine if these were 5-minute candles, not 30-minute candles. Right? Maybe bull div. I don't know. That kind of sounds like a little. That sounds a little crypto like. I don't know. Right? But that would be ass. Right? That would be nice. Anyways, it's not. I don't. Well, famous last words, right? I don't think it's gonna do that much. So hopefully it just kind of does its thing, and I'll try to be back as quick as I can. All right. Yeah. Oh, I got my I added at the golden pocket pullback. You see how I have 2.5 extra? Did anybody notice that? Karen says BTC bounced off golden pocket. Yeah, I added. Obviously, like I could have had a much better entry if I was just patient for the single print, but you saw it live, so pretty cool. Karen says just waiting for that reaction on the 27620. Yes, 27614 if you really want to be technical, probably. Yeah, so probably just for the fact that I'm going to be going to sleep, assuming that we can get above that single print. See, the reaction that I want is we bulldoze through it. If we get any sort of like bearish reaction off of that, it's probably time to close the long. Nothing's really changed. Did you see we closed the short 200K? Okay. And then I mean, you've had plenty of chances, but even before this drop, we talked about prepped for, hesitated for, you know, where we wanted to enter. There is 26988 single print to the downside. Yeah, but I don't know if you heard BitHappy, but since I'm gonna be going to sleep, I'm gonna, as soon as it goes up to the 614, I'm probably gonna just put my, I could think about taking a tiny L, but you know, I would probably do a local swing high, swing low from wherever it pulled back from, 620, 625, 614, whatever it is, and then behind 786 or 886 would have to be the stop. So, or I could just put it at break even. Yeah, because for me, I would like to really see an aggressive move instead of having another reaction at 614. Alrighty, but yeah, I mean, I think the lesson for today was wait for the single print. But the next time I do that, I'm going to get left behind at the train station, right? So, LPZ says, I'm currently waiting for 26.9, 27 level. Got you, LPZ. Well, objectively, if we get that low, it's actually completely shitting on all the bullish momentum that you had. So you want that single print, is that right? But that single print is below the 27114 point of control. So you're gonna start to get really, for me, if it got that low, I would probably look to short some sort of bearish retest if it pumped from there. But earlier in the day, if you remember, we were talking about that single print is the last place where I would have even thought about longing. So if you kind of think about it, right, everything that we talked about, identifying the single print at 280, right? I always say how I don't want to be the guy that gets stopped out of the single print. So clearly my stops were below that, right? But yeah, I mean, if you guys were patient for that, golly, look at that. And just level by level, you know? as of right now, the only thing that I'm definitive on is I'm gonna see. We can clearly see the 27614 single print, right? So clearly we're gonna see the reaction there. If we go down, even if we go down without even grabbing that single print, then I don't think you're gonna try to play a sweep, right? Most likely not. Your probability is lower. So we've got a lot of things just kind of guiding our thing, I think. But clearly, we all see the single print at 614. So if you get like a 620 good high, and God forbid there's like some sort of bearish div on like a 15 or a 30 from the previous high. Wait, hold on. Let me double check, actually. That's kind of... no, okay, we're good. But... But yeah, and so I think it's good to kind of maybe see the reaction there, and then you should just make up your mind if you're okay with a tiny L and you're gonna put it behind the 886 on the local swing high, swing low, the swing high being wherever that single print reaction tops out at. Or do you just want to put it in front of your stop loss, or excuse me, your entry, and it'd be break even? Yeah, at the end of the day, brother, the levels are the levels. So the only thing that I can really tell you, BitHappy, right, is that it still looks like there's potential for upside move. But best believe that 29.4, 29.5, 29.6, I'll probably attempt, or I'll be looking to short that zone. And then maybe even like low 30s, I'm still, because if you remember the last day of August, we ended it with talking about how they have to get back into 29.30 like ASAP. And so that 29.30 is your bearish retest if you think you're going to have it ship back down. That would be an amazing swing short if it works out to be that way. And you also know that we all know that the 32.4 is going to get grabbed too. So 29.4, you know, low 30s, but once it reclaims that 30s, you guys remember what that level is. We're probably going to rotate all the way back to 32. Right? And so it's going to sweep the very, very top up there, like 32.4 or the low 33s. So it's really, for me, like a 29.4. And these are just levels of interest. It still has to look good. Do not like hold me to it to take a short there 2 weeks from now when we get there, okay? But the levels that I would think about shorting would be 29.4, 29.5, like 30.2, 30.1, 30.3. And then really it would be like the 32.5 or 33 next. That's it. All right, good shit. I gotta put on some classical music, put on the headphones, and then finish up like the last couple emails and whatnot. I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, well, have a great night. Watch out for the highlights. Sato, take it away, Sato.